Hello, and welcome back to Kira's Workshop. Back in July, Dolly Crafter, Steffu Dolls, and Mr. Super Customs created a collab where they had to use the same doll brand as a base, and created 3 super cute rainbow high customs. So inspired by that, my pal the Dolly Geek and me decided to create a L.O.L surprise O.M.G dolls collaboration. A collaboration. We're so smart. These artists participating are Blank Space Dolls, the Dolly Geek, I Could Do That DIY, Jackie O, Josephine Screechers, Mr. Super Customs, and yours truly. The theme? Free for all. There is no theme for this collab, just letting our creativity flow and customize these sassy curvy bobbleheads. I wanted to do an ice cream slash sweets slash desserts inspired O.M.G doll for a while, so this collaboration was the perfect excuse to finally make it. For this project, I'm using a First Way O.M.G Royal Bee doll. I removed the hair and factory paint off camera and also traced the shape of the eyes. I'm going to begin by adding some blush with a warm toned red pastel. I'm doing this first because there's so little space between the cheeks and the eyes, and if I did this after repainting the eyes, it would be a mess. And of course, we can't forget about the teeny tiny button nose. Next, I'm going to deepen the eye socket with a dark brown pastel. I'm packing up the pigment with a stiffer brush and blend it with a soft one. I absolutely adore how L.O.L dolls have these very straight horizontal brows, so I'm sticking with that shape, but I'll make them a little bit thicker. And I'm going to do this by mixing pink and purple pastels. Then, as usual, define the shape with my eraser. And do some touch-ups if necessary. Now I'm drawing the shape of the lips with my Prismacolor in the color pink. Just pink. To start building up the makeup, I'm applying a cool toned red pastel on the crease. Next, with Dahlia Purple, I'm drawing the edge of the iris. Yes, eye's gonna be purple. And well, while editing, I figured out that I made a lot of things off camera. I filled the molded wing liner with black, created an ombre effect on the brows from black to purple, and filled the irises with my light violet Derwent watercolor. Then I decided to create a gradient including the pupil with Imperial Purple, but quickly I realized that this was going to take a lot of layers of sealant to achieve. So I'm using light violet again to blend that horrible gradient I did, and after a fresh coat of sealant, I decided to make the gradient using only purple pastel. And now that the eyes are gorgeously blended, I'll paint the lips with baby pink acrylic paint. Off camera, I painted some little details with metallic paint. And now I'm going to fill the scleras with General's Chalk Pastel. Once again, tip courtesy of Jacob, aka Blank Space Dolls. I don't want to draw some extreme black pupils, so instead I'll use black pastel to give a hint that they are there. And now, to make her stare less intense, I'll apply the shadow underneath the lips, and also trying to blend it with the pupils. And as you can see, this makes a huge difference. To add some shimmer on the lips, I mixed glossy varnish with glitter and a tiny bit of pink pastel. And I'm also adding some glitter underneath the eyes. Just a little frosting. And to give the eyes a special gleam, I'll give them a coat of folk art dragonfly glaze. We could say that these are clear coats with a color shifting micro glitters. Add some rhinestones, and then the catch lights. I'll add a few more rhinestones and false lashes off camera. Now I want to make some treats for the headdress. For this, I'm using some styrofoam balls to make tiny French macarons. I begin by sanding down the ball using a medium grit to make both sides flat. I'm guiding myself with the middle seam. And later, with the same grit, I'm making those flat edges round. Once I'm happy with the shape, I switch to a very fine grit to minimize any hard scratches left. And this is the final result. Perfect shape and super smooth. Now I'm cutting my macaron right on the seam. And I'm going to sand them flat each half. And then paint them with a vibrant color. To create the feeling, I'm using soft clay. I'm making a tiny ball, place it on one part of my macaron, and squish it to spread it evenly. And there we go! So cute! I just need to repeat the process with the rest of the colors. Time for the dress. I cut these rectangular strips of tulle and I'm going to run a gather stitch. Place it on my skirt pattern that I cut on white tulle and sew it. I repeat the same process with yellow tulle on top, trying to cover the green stitches, and finish on the top with purple. For safety reasons, I put the dress on and add pink tulle on top to cover her private parts. And now I'll give the top a heart-shaped cleavage. Ugh, I hate it when the thread gets tangled on the pins. Next, I'll sew the tulle on the back. To be honest, I actually added a snap on the back, so that I could remove the dress if I wanted. But that curvy booty makes it really hard to get the clothes on. So I just ignored the snap and closed the dress on her. And here's the dress. I decided to add a final layer of pink gather tulle on the waist to cover all the imperfections. For the shoes, I painted these high booties that belong to an O.M.G swag doll. And to finish everything, I want to give her a pink turban. First, I took this stretchy pink mesh and I'm going to wrap her head. I don't want to add glue to the vinyl, so instead I'm using the hair plugs to pin it down. My second layer will be this iridescent foil that I have already pinned down as well. And on top, I added 2 more layers of the same pink tulle that I used for the dress. Let me tell you that trying to find those plugs once the layers were on was a journey. And all that's left is to play around with both the tulle and the foil until it looks good. And of course, we can't forget to add our little macarons. I felt that she was missing a pop of green, so I made this ice cream ball. And also a tiny peppermint. Off camera, I'll just add a few more rhinestones on the tulle, and she's complete. I want to stick to the L.O.L surprise formula, so I decided to name her Sweet BB. And here's the complete O.M.G squad ready to meet you. Remember to watch all the videos by visiting the links of the channels listed down on the description box. I love that there is so much variety on this collab. And also don't forget to comment what do you think about Sweet BB. And well, that's up for today, but as always, don't forget to support the workshop by liking this video. Remember that sharing is caring, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next time. Kiro out!